pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoffs. As we'll see the national champions from last year, the LSU Tigers, taking on a playoff team from last year, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. Time to find out who's going to be moving on in the college football playoff.
Playoff game.
Trying to make a play from deep in his end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made in space without. Oh, he's in the clear down the left side. Can they catch him? Touchdown, LSU, as they claim the lead in this playoff game.
Well, I can't believe that this is how this game gets started. Very first play of the game, a shot downfield and a touchdown. With all the buildup and all the hype, this is how we get started.
PAT is good, so it's 7-0. So after putting up a touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Looking for his back. Got him open, hits him right in stride. They bring him down at the 44. That's a solid game, getting closer to midfield now.
Chris, one of the things I love about this running back, it's not just this defense trying to defend him running the football. As you can see here early in this game, trying to get him involved in the passing game. Great call.
One play moves the ball to the 44. It'll be first down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. And ball snagged for a completion.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open up for other things later on.
And completion makes it second and short. Looking for a man. Quick throw to his receiver. Catch is made down the middle. Brought down quickly, but not before a big gain. Moving to the 35. Auburn getting set for the 1st and 10 coming up. Keep it on the ground. There's the handoff.
Hey, nice RPO here by the offense. The defense is going to sit back, make it easy on the quarterback, hand it off up the middle. Nice solid game. Stay ahead of the chains.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. He's looking to throw. Throws it to the right. And it's intercepted. Beautiful timing there. He could go. Across midfield. At the 30 now. Inside the 10. Touchdown, LSU. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Chris, what a turn of events here. 1 second, you're in field goal range as an offense. The next, the defense is running back an interception for a score. You're looking at a 10-point swing and a momentum change.
Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. The kickoff, a little too hot to handle, goes through the end zone for a touchback. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Let's see if they can bounce back from that costly mistake last time, a pick six. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain.
Chris, textbook job by the defense surrounding the runner and preventing that play from being bounced to the outside.
Offense trying to find a way to get this drive going. It's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Finds that big tight end for a short pass. Oh, and he heads out of bounds after a really nice gain there.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends, they're really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
The tackle was made, but the gain sets the offense up. 1st and goal from the 9.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. Let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big gain.
Drops back from the shotgun, looking for an open man. On the move now. And it's a throwaway. That's a good call down here in the red zone on 1st down.
I think that's a smart play. Goal to go is tricky when you're trying to throw it in there. And if it's not there, throw it away and live for the next down.
Going to chuck it again. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Tigers, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. When he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Here comes the return from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Now great field position to start the drive. And here comes that LSU offense back onto the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with a big touchdown pass. Can the defense make adjustments here? He's brought down, but not before he gets 1st down yardage.
Chris, it feels good to see an LSU team be able to run the football when you know they're going to run. I mean, they've been doing that forever. Going all the way back to Jacob Hester and Kevin Falk. His ability to run the ball and catch out of the backfield. Leonard Fournette. Of course, Clyde Edwards-Helaire on that great 2019 team. And now, LSU stable of backs again on this roster, too.
2nd down play coming up. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He pulls in the catch. And the defense swarms, not much of a gain on that completion.
You know, they're completing passes, but they're not getting the ball downfield. It puts a lot of pressure on your receivers to make plays after the catch. Now you're 3rd down and long. You're going to have to get the ball thrown downfield if you want to be able to put drives together.
Tough spot. The offense has to convert the 3rd and long from the 30 to get this drive going. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the 1st down. Makes a quick grab. Great move in the open field. They bring him down at the 45, and a solid gain to keep this drive going.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Offense now behind the sticks on second down. They need 12 after that first down loss. They look to throw it here on second down. Grabbed by the receiver. They bring him down quickly. A short pitch and catch. And get a little bit closer to the marker.
We see this all over the country now in college football. Defensive backs staying back a little bit deeper, forcing the quarterback to have to throw things in front. I like the decision here by the quarterback because he gets positive yards. It's a good way of staying ahead of the chains.
Makes the catch downfield. Now play more than enough for a first down. Sets him up at the 24.
Well, this is why this guy's one of the top wide receivers in college football. It's third down. The defense knows you're probably going to go to him, and they still can't stop him from coming down with a big play.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Looking to scramble. Holding the ball knocked loose. They scoop up the ball. It's still a live play.
Well, just like running backs, quarterbacks, when they decide to pull the ball down and run, they've got to protect it. He left it out away from his body exposed, and it got knocked away. Very fortunate he had a teammate who was able to get on top of it.
At first down, sack a surprise. It moves him back into fringe field goal range. Looking to do on second and long. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's intercepted. Could take it all the way.
Well, they come out of that nickel package, and the move pays off. Gives them that extra defensive back on the field, and a little bit more speed and awareness, and it pays off with this big interception.
And they'll start the drive here from the 23-yard line. Offense will keep it on the ground here. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just to 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Finds a man downfield. That's a big gain to the right. They moves the ball to about the 45. That's good for a first down. A new set of downs after that completion. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. The pocket breaking down. And it's incomplete on the throwaway. Couldn't find anybody open. Brings up a second down now. After the incompletion, they come up on 2nd and 10 from the 45. From the shotgun, handoff inside. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Lets it go quickly. That pass is batted away. Incomplete. And one final play before the end of the quarter. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. 4th down. He's throwing for it. Looking for his big tight end. It's intercepted. Tried to fire it into a tight window. And that's a solid return after the interception. It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. And the first quarter is in the books, but is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. They've flipped ends of the field. We're ready now for the second period. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Short pass finds the tight end. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice gain. Love to see the big man get his touches.
Pass caught. Second down now. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Bringing pressure. He'll avoid the big hit with the slide.
I really like this call by this offense on second and short. Looking to maybe take a shot downfield. Nobody is open, so instead, he's able to just tuck it, run, and pick up a nice first down.
Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another first down. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. The defense all over his stop right at the line.
This is exactly what you want to see from the defense. Yeah, you give up the catch, but you're right there to be able to stop this receiver from making any yards after the catch.
2nd down after that previous play. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. The ball is caught. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play.
They're able to get a short gain to make this 3rd down a little bit more manageable, but it is 3rd and long, so this offensive line's got to be ready, do a good job of communicating, and pick up any potential blitzes here on 3rd and long.
Offense been in reverse here. Now a long way to go to convert this 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Wide open downfield. Touchdown, LSU. Strong game by this quarterback. So it's still early, but this offense beginning to build momentum and build the lead now, Kirk.
As we've seen over the years, Chris, good teams know how to use the first quarter to establish the lead, the second quarter to increase the lead, and the final half just to hold on to it. They're following that blueprint perfectly, widening the distance between them and their opponent before we even get to the locker rooms.
And the Auburn offense trots back onto the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
First down, looking to throw the football. Sure hands. It's Karapates. He fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks.
Love the timing here between the quarterback and his receiver. Pick up some positive yards, and I continue to be impressed with just the chemistry between these two.
Pass complete. It's 2nd down now. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Caught near the sticks. It's Karapates. And the runner steps out of bounds, but does have enough yardage to pick up the first down. Auburn getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Well, another short gain for this offense on the ground, and you've got to give a lot of credit to the defense. They have really negated that aspect of this offense the entire first half and really making them one-dimensional. And if that doesn't change, I don't know how they get back into this game.
From the shotgun, it's a handoff. Running with purpose. They get the senior to the ground, but it's a nice run there.
Well, that is a first down and a definitive way of getting a good push up front. And this back, I can tell you, every single year on Plains, Auburn always has a great back, and this guy is no different.
This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Looking for a receiver. It's an out route, the catch made, and he runs out of bounds. That's a big gainer there.
Chris, how about the offensive balance these last couple plays we're seeing from these guys? Not only are they balanced, but the explosiveness. A big run followed up by a big play through the air, man, puts a lot of pressure on this defense.
And looking to throw now on first down. Comes up with the catch. And he's shoved out of bounds by the defense short of the first down marker.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Well, the defensive line does their job eating up those double teams, freeing up the backers to make the play.
3rd and short here in this playoff game. The 8th play of the drive. Quarterback making adjustments down to what the defense is showing. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Gets made on the out route.
Good job here by this offense coming up with his first down on that 3rd down play. They knew they were going to have to deal with a lot of pressure, did their job, gave the quarterback time. They convert, and listen, you're down early in this game. Every possession matters. You need points on this drive, and they're able to have that chance now with that conversion.
Coming to the line on 2nd down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. And he drops back in the gun. Okay, we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. Here we go, 3rd down, close to the goal line. They can still get a 1st down without scoring. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. The QB throws his 3rd pick of the day. Not much on the return, but the important thing, the takeaway, snuffs out the scoring threat. Big play.
Well, anytime you see a defense sit back in cover 2, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
Slides to avoid the big hit.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the 1st and the 2nd option aren't there. By the 3rd option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, of which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
1st down, looking to throw the ball. Looking deep downfield to the left. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on 1st down.
Chris, those deep shots, to me, the advantage is with the quarterback and the receiver because you know where the ball is. Great defensive backs' only chance is being able to locate the ball and be able to go up and knock it away. Really impressed with his ability to find the football, which allowed him to be able to eventually make the play.
Incomplete, so it's 2nd down and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Quick completion to the tight end. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Again, this is a really nice job here by the defense, keeping everything in front of them in that situation. Now they're rewarded with this 3rd and long. We'll see if they do the same thing here, or they're going to sell out and bring the pressure.
Now the offense faces 3rd and long from the 30. Can they convert and get a drive going? Pressure is coming. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. Finally, they make the tackle, but this defense reeling after a huge explosive play.
Well, a huge play for this offense as this half is coming to a close. Here's where you've got to get a little greedy because what seemed like a drive where you're happy to maybe come up with 3 points, now you've got a real shot to maybe put the ball in the end zone.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Single back, takes the handoff. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching. Been a really solid drive, but now a challenge here coming up on 2nd and 13. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker. And now the defense will call a timeout here to make an adjustment on their side before this crucial play. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Almost intercepted, falls incomplete, but a risky attempt there. Would have been his 2nd pick today.
I know ultimately that feels like a good defensive play, but it's really not. They had a chance to keep points off the board, and now the offense has a chance to kick a field goal by that missed opportunity and dropping that interception.
field goal is good. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. So here we go, the first play of the drive, less than a minute to play before halftime. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route, the catch made, and he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Chris, it's so much fun to watch the athleticism at the wide receiver position nowadays. The ability to make plays on the outside is extraordinary, and they bring a certain toughness, too, that catches my eye.
Taking a deep shot here to the right. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big game, but he couldn't hold on.
Big shot downfield here early in the game. Couldn't quite connect, but even on an incompletion, these deep shots do a good job of keeping those safeties back and can open up other aspects of this offense.
After the incompletion, they'll come to the line for a 3rd and 4. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Shotgun formation here on 3rd down. Pass caught. Not much after the catch, but it is good enough for a first down.
Now we're starting to see this offense look like they've looked all year long. Listen, to be able to get to a playoff opportunity, your offense has got to be able to show an ability to hit throws like this on 3rd down. They hit it, they keep the drive alive. Now they have a chance to put points on the board.
The offense spends their final timeout of the half here to talk strategy.
You know, these kind of routes are always great for receivers who do a really good job of yards after the catch situations. And they're easy completions for the quarterback.
Here's the 2nd down play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Quick throw complete to the tight end. And he'll head out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for a first down. 3 first downs together now. They've got it at the 48. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Deep shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Auburn.
Now that's what I'm talking about. This hasn't been a great first half, but putting up that touchdown like this, now they're going to be feeling good heading into that locker room and get themselves to believe that they can come back and win this game.
And the point after is right down the middle. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And it's a squib kick taken by one of the up men. So here comes the first play of the drive. Can they do something in the final 30 seconds of the half? Here comes a first down pass attempt. Running out of time in the pocket. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Timeout is called to talk strategy. Time for just 1 or 2 plays here before halftime. One more play before they head to the locker room. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Oh, that one's picked off. Oh, he's bringing it back. Tackled after the interception. That would be the final play this first time. That will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. And they'll kick it away now to get this 3rd quarter underway. And the kickoff goes out the back of the end zone, so a touchback. Auburn offense is back out on the field. The passing game was effective in the first half. Let's see if they continue to lean on that as they try to make up the deficit here.
And he's going to take a shot down the left side.
It's incomplete. He was lucky to avoid a fourth interception in this game. Second down now.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, but hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
From the shotgun now, here's a handoff inside. 7-yard gain sets up a 3rd and 3.
Setting the tone early with good runs like this can really wear defense down and keep the defense guessing. That's why some of the best coaches of all time have primarily done it with great run games.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain.
Good job by this offensive line and a great throw by the quarterback to get that first down there on 3rd down. It's exactly what they needed to do. This is too big of a game. They've come too far. They're in the playoff. You're down in the second half. Good job of keeping this drive alive.
Fires quickly to the left. What a catch! What a grab by the sophomore.
With that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff.
Boy, it looked like the quarterback was caught in between. Should I hand it off? Should I pull it and make the throw? Ends up getting some positive yards, but I think they missed a chance for a bigger gain.
The shotgun running play call.
They finally stop him, but that gain is good for a 1st and goal.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
A chance to get right back into this football game. It's 1st down and goal. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to go. A 2-yard loss. 2nd down and goal upcoming. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Touchdown, Tigers! Look out, whole different game now.
Boy, as a quarterback, you get down into this area of the field, you love having a big target to be able to throw the football to. Defense is expecting to run, you put the ball up in the air and let the big tight end come down with a touchdown.
Going after it, knocked right through. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Okay, so here comes the LSU offense back on the field. And now the defense decides to spend a timeout to regroup a bit. Handoff to the back. Got the 1st down and still motoring. Tiger made it at 41. That's a nice gain, getting closer to midfield.
How about that offensive line? That's just getting a hat on a hat, opening just enough room for the back to be able to get through there for a big gain.
On 1st down, they'll keep the running game churning. Breaks loose at the 45. Breaks into the clear. All the way to the end zone. What a play. Touchdown, LSU.
Well, this offense did everything right in that first half. Really put on a clinic, and here we are coming out to start the second half. The opening drive, so much for the defense making adjustments. Put another touchdown up on the board.
And the extra point splits the uprights. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. And the Auburn offense back out on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down, we're going to throw it. Looking for the wide out. He's got it with room to run. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big game.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
That massive gain has set him up at the 41-yard line, enemy territory. The back's got it. Bites off a defender. They've got him after a 7-yard gain, so 2nd and 3. Offense in hurry-up mode.
That's a really good run by this offense. And, Chris, here they go. Up-tempo offense looking for a first down.
That pass is incomplete. Unclear who the intended receiver was that time. Third down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Grab down the middle. It's Karapateas. Looks like Auburn will have the first down.
Really good job here of converting by this offense. And let's face it, at this point in the game, because they have such a big hole to climb out of, they've got to be able to convert, come up with a new set of downs. They do it here. Now they got a real shot to cut into this lead.
This Auburn offense is moving quickly down the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. Caught for the completion. They bring him down after a short gain there.
As quarterbacks, when you see man-to-man coverage, before the ball's even snapped, you're looking for a matchup that you want to exploit, take advantage of. This time, he waits for the back to find that matchup with the linebacker, makes the throw, and picks up a first down.
They test the middle to get stuffed. That run goes nowhere.
Chris, that play just didn't have much of a chance at all from the snap. Quarterback hands this off, and there's just nowhere to go. It's almost like the defense was anticipating the play call, and they put themselves in a position to come up with a nice tackle for a loss.
Third down play here out of the shotgun. Wow, that is interception number 4 today for this QB. Look out, he's in the clear. At the 20. Touchdown, LSU. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
Oh, he tried to force it, and it backfires. Heck of a job by the defense of stepping in front of that throw and taking it all the way back for a touchdown.
They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. So no return on this one. Ball just bounces into the end zone for a touchback. And the first play of the drive now from the 25. Quarterback making some changes at the line. He's running out of time here. Oh, they trap him for a sack.
Chris, that quarterback seemed to be back there forever waiting to find somebody open. He should have just thrown it away or just taken off. Instead, waiting all that time allows the defense to get to him. They come up with a sack.
The offense will try to recover now. It's 2nd and 12. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Cut quickly. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the catch. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again. We can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
First down. Looking to throw the football. And he dumps it off to the tight end. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
That completion makes it 2nd and short. Quarterback drops back. Lets it fly to the wideout.
Caught! He's wide open. Look out. We finally make the tackle all the way down to the 32.
You talk about a dream football game at the college level. This guy's now over 400 yards passing today.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. From the shotgun, drops back. Looks to his left and makes the completion. Ball carrier brought down. What is the final play of this 3rd quarter? It's LSU on top as we take a break for the quarter. With 3 quarters in the books, with a chance to stay alive in the playoff at stake, let's take a quick look at the stats so far. First play of the quarter, offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Looking to throw yet again. Here's the target, and it's complete. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Man, this wide receiver has been a difference maker in this football game. He's got 2 touchdowns already. Now they look to him again, and he picks up the first down.
They're going to run it here. Second down play coming up for this offense. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. They look to throw it here on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's worthy. They stop him at the 4, but it sets up this offense with a 1st and goal. Here we go. 1st and goal. A touchdown here gets him right back into this game. Quarterback looking to connect with the receiver here. Defense is coming after him. And he just throws the ball away there and lives to play another down. That's a smart choice on first down.
Boy, this defensive plan has been masterful today for this defensive coordinator. Good job of attacking the quarterback, whether he's inside the pocket, chasing him to the outside. And on the back end, they are locked into tight coverage, not giving his quarterback any options at all. It's no wonder they're winning by so much here in the 4th quarter.
So it sets up a 2nd and goal from the 4. The pocket breaking down. They pressure him and get him. A loss back to the 7-yard line. So here we go. 3rd and goal. Giving up that sack has made this a real headache for the offense. Let's see if they can convert. 3rd and goal. Looking to throw the ball. And it's incomplete. And a very quick throw.
Love the idea of the defense getting more speed on the field, whether it's nickel or dime, get as many defensive backs on the field as you can, and then sit back when you're working with this kind of lead in the 4th quarter. You don't want to give up the big play, force them to throw underneath, tackle them inbounds, and keep that clock moving.
And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. Launching one to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone.
Brought down after a short return, but...
Pick sets up his offense.
Well, this defense has been great the entire football game here. They knew they had a lot of pressure on them in the playoffs. They stepped up and played well all game long, and now they get a critical interception here late in this game.
First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. Looks to the left, pass caught. Tackle made after a solid gain. Will spot the ball for 3rd and 1.
But how about this aggressive approach by this offense? They've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and these guys are continuing to throw the football. I think the offense coordinator understands that he can't allow his team to get too comfortable or complacent, even with having a lead here in the 4th.
Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Running play goes backwards. Now the offense is set up at 2nd and 13. Quick throw to the left side.
Oh, what a grab!
The senior makes an excellent catch there and is brought down.
Now, I've really enjoyed watching this guy play all year, and it's been great to see him in person today, making good decisions, accurate throws, and keeping this offense moving.
LSU getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up.
Leaning on the run game here late.
Nowhere to run on that play. They've got him in the backfield. That's a loss of a yard.
Boy, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So, nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
You'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound, right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, we're going to throw for the 1st down.
Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Great call here going with that nickel defense, giving you more speed on the field on that 3rd down and long. Nowhere to go. Gave the defensive line plenty of time to come up with that sack. Now it's 4th down and long.
Punt team ready to boot it away. No, kick it away here. And it's taken at the 25. And he's going to get run out of bounds after a small pickup on the return. And the Auburn offense is back out on the field now. Any hopes of staying alive in the playoff depend on making a play, scoring, and scoring quickly here. It's desperation time. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. And looking to throw now on 1st down. That's caught. It's Karapateas. Finally out of bounds after a solid gain, but there is a flag on the field. So let's check this out. Offense on the move now as that penalty gives them a fresh set of downs. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's incomplete. Even on a first down throw, he was under some heavy pressure.
Yeah, Chris, he got hit right as he released the ball. Very fortunate that ball's not picked off. And the bottom line is that they can't give this quarterback more time in the pocket. They have no chance of thinking about trying to come back.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And the senior able to make the stop after a short gain. What will the call be on 3rd and long now from the 44? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. The short completion of the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down.
Well, trailing in the game like this, the offense really needed this conversion, and they got it. Let's see if they can build on some momentum after that.
Makes the catch. It's Kalapateas. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there. That completion sets up a second down play. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. Tries to get it to the running back. Grab near the sticks. It's Griffin. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets them up first down at the 33. Here's a 1st and 10 play. They'll change the pre-snap look now. First down, looking to throw the ball. Moves out of the pocket. And he'll wisely throw that one away.
Man, even outside of the pocket, this quarterback's having trouble finding guys downfield. They are in desperation mode right now and still can't seem to get it together.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. With the catch, it's Griffin. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Here's a throw underneath the tight end. They make the stop, but it'll be 1st and 10 now from the 18. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking to throw it from the red zone. Quarterback gets down to avoid the big hit. The offense knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw here. Bringing pressure. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
The receiver makes the catch. Tackle after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. They break the huddle on 3rd and goal. Field goal doesn't do much good here. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. And they'll get him down that time. Field goal here doesn't help the cause. They're going to go for the touchdown here on 4th down. And the defense will spend a timeout here. Stop on the clock with 21 seconds remaining. Remember, a field goal here doesn't do much. So on 4th and goal, we're going for the touchdown. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary.
He escapes the pocket. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Auburn.
That's a quarterback who's willing his team to find a way to win. 4th and goal, everything covered, and instead of trying to squeeze it in, he trusts his legs to get it into the end zone, and it pays off.
I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And the defense calls time to stop the clock with just 16 seconds left. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
On the hands team does their job and secures the recovery.
Good call here to go with this onside kick. It looked like they may have had a shot to be able to come up with this recovery. Unfortunately, they don't, and this could wrap up the ballgame.
And the offense will just take a knee. Of course, in the playoffs, it's survive and advance. This is a crucial W. Great performance, but now the stage gets even bigger. The challenges will continue going forward.
Yeah, more and more pressure will grow as this team continues to win football games, but you and I have been around this team all year long. So impressed with the emotions and how they're able to contain themselves, stay focused on the task at hand. They did that again today. They advance. Cannot wait to watch and see what they can do next week.
And that's going to do it. The winner survives and advances in the playoff bracket. We'll talk to you down the line. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.